Hello, this is Dr. Jester. Still not good. The intro? Oh, no. Alright then. I should have done a few videos before, but I ended up getting distracted. And I completely forgot to do a few videos here and there. There were a lot of stuff happening, and I was busy as well. Especially now that I have to relearn how to pilot a plane in DCS, even though my skills from Falcon BMS or Falcon 4.0 BMS should transfer quite well to the CS, but it's the keys that really get me. And I have to memorize a few things or print or do other stuff, and a few days ago I went fishing. First time in 20 years. One thing I've learned is that I've managed to fish, to feed the fish and catch trees. This is what happens when there's 20 years gap between you fishing and now. I even forgot to turn the little bill thingy out of the wire thingy that holds the line. It was an embarrassment, but I've managed to update myself, watching a few videos on YouTube to relearn or remember what I used to do when I was a kid. Turns out fishing is not like riding a bike. You actually do forget it. Anyway, so there's a lot of shit going on this week. But the first one that I really wanna press, it's about comics again. DC Comics is doing the Marvel comics. As in, they are doing the same mistakes. They don't seem to have learned from Marvel's mistakes. I keep saying, stop pandering to the people who will not read those comics. Who will not read your comics. Stop pandering to them. But no. No, they don't listen to fans. They will not listen to us. So, here is the Batgirl 18th edition, and you can see the cringe. You can actually feel it. It's so painful to read. Some startup that designs custom home sets for rich people. Here is the premise. And here is the very painful. The dialogue and everything is just feels wrong. Wrong in so many levels. The founder, Bradley Burr, is a shady dude. Donates a lot of money to anti-LGBTQ plus orgs. Seriously, who says that many words in a sentence? No, sorry, not words, acronyms. Who says that many acronyms? If I had to say that many acronyms, I'll just cut it simple. LGBT, or that's it. Or anti-LGBT organizations. No need to go Q plus orgs. In a few years, when I run for office, I'll need a real special lady at my side. Yes, that's actually quite correct. Because why not? If you're going to get laid, might as well use your power and money to attract the females. Who knows, she might even be one of you. You can see the cringe in that comic. It's why? And then it just gets worse. Look, Harley Quinn, the woman who has a battered wife syndrome, someone who gets abused by the Joker, cares about this. How? The real question is, what do you get a very naughty boy who's got everything? Get her off, somebody, get her off! A killer virus cocktail! Of course. Help me! Now Batgirl is going to do some very retarded question right now. And this virus does what, Harley? Well, of course, it just kills you. Like, she said it so in the first part over there. The first... Batgirl, I feel you're not making... you're not living up to the standards of the previous Batgirls. They were smart. You look retarded here. She just said it could kill a virus. A killer virus? What does a killer virus do? It kills you. And she actually kills you just like the bullies Bradley pays to trash our human rights and nicks our social safety nets. Really? Harley Quinn, someone who tortured, killed people, who works with a psychopath, killing people, and she does this? Really? Who wrote this thing? I probably should have researched who wrote this comic, because the person who wrote this doesn't know what a comic book is, or actually even bothered to read the lore behind the characters. Why? It's Harley Quinn. The Joker practically abuses her. And she then abuses other people too. And suddenly they care about human rights. It just makes no sense. It just... and the people really don't look that scared, really, for a deadly virus. I mean, I'll be shitting my pants right now. With a killer virus, do you know how hard it is to cure a virus? It's not like pumping yourself with antibiotics. Antibiotics use weak bacteria, but viruses are just much more difficult to deal with. I'll be shitting my pants when this happens, but no one. And what does Batgirl do? No. What does this killer virus do? Oh. Like, how? Why would someone write that? I miss the old comics. I really, really do. They were much better written. They had better stories. And sometimes even the drawings were better too. Most of the time they were better. The today's cartoon, the today comics are not that good anymore. I've seen some very cringing drawings lately, and I'm not quite sure if I should bother even commenting about it without having to actually find the image. So I'll move on. For example, one of the comic books that really impacted me when I was younger, and I really enjoyed the storyline, was Batman dealing with the Ebola outbreak in Gotham. It was really a nice read. I miss comics like that, or when Batman had to fight the Predator, and that was amazing. It was a thick book for a kid, what, 13-year-old kid. I read that in one sitting. The drawings were magnificent, but what happened? Why? What? Why would they do this? Oh, I should probably do a Joker laugh because this is cringy. I wanna cry. Why? Alright, and this is it. I have a lot to learn now. for the Mirage that I just bought. It's a model for DCS, and I have to... Why would they do this? Why? It's so painful. Alright, time for me to go. Toodles!